came back from New York, but I figured I would tell you guys a little bit about how the trip went and eat some lasagna. And I have some ginger ale. I haven't been home in about 4 days. We left for the city on a Friday. The actual reason I ended up going was for a project called Supernova. It is an audio screenplay that I wrote, and I have a voice actress up in Worcester. I think that's how you pronounce it. And she couldn't make it back to Connecticut, and I had some revisions with the script, so I had to go visit her in order to get those done. Let's goat cheese in this. I like it. My mom is definitely not watching this, but thank you. Needless to say, I went to the city with a film partner, director of photography. And if you don't know what that is, it's someone who really pays attention to the positioning of the actors and the blocking. That way, I can direct and not have to worry about every single detail that I might end up missing. In any case, Allie and I took a train into the city, spent some time in Times Square, busked, which just basically means street performing, for a little bit of, we're out very late. Didn't get back to the hotel until about 7 in the morning. And I needed to meet up with the voice actress at 9:30. I got 45 hours of sleep that night. We were very tired, but we pulled it off with aplomb. And the voice actress was very good. We got everything done. At that point, Allie and I just ended up sightseeing. She was actually born in Brooklyn, you to anyone who lives in New York. I think it's a great place to visit. For me personally, I probably wouldn't live in or around the city. Again, it's a great place to visit, and there's tons to see. But you need to go with money or with a plan, or you're just gonna get lost. But anyway, we went to Central Park. We went to visit Strawberry Fields, which is the memorial for John Lennon. Oh, this is so good. Apparently, if you want to play guitar and sing at the memorial, you need to make a reservation. I find that a little odd, since the performers they treated it like a job. I don't know. I can also see the importance of making a reservation, because a lot of people do want to play at that specific spot. So, we wanted to go to, I believe it's Washington Square. So we ended up taking the subways, going way farther than we thought. Getting off, we started at 87th and wanted to get to 4th. And we ended up missing our exit and ended up almost at Battery. So we got off at the Village. Honestly, that was my first time walking in the Village, and I had got very good vibes. And yes, I know what the Village is comprised of, and I grew up in theater, and that's probably why I felt so comfortable and safe and relaxed. A lot of happy people from the looks of things. Any case, the interesting part, if I'm boring you, so during this whole trip, I had my fedora and my guitar on my back. So me and Allie are walking down the Village, and we hear rave music out of a second story window, and there's a girl sitting in the window, drinking wine, and she signals to us. She's like, come here. Not that quietly, of course. So we go across the street, and she says, you guys should come up. Come on up, I'll open the door for you. And me and Allie look at each other, and we're like, is this a smart move to make? Probably against our better judgment. We do go in, and we meet up with the girl. Well, first we walk in, and there's low lights, party music, a table full of Italian food. We go over to the window where the girl was, So we end up doing just that. So me and Allie end up getting we're sharing a glass of rosé. Having a bit of bruschetta. Actually, is it bruschetta or bruschetta? I think it's bruschetta. But if anybody knows, and the brilliant thing about YouTube is someone's always going to know, message in the comments if it is bruschetta or bruschetta, or if it's a tomato type deal. No pun intended. So we dance. We ended up sharing about 3 glasses of rosé. And the biggest thing I forgot to mention is, you know how I said there was Italian food? It was an Italian party. Italian girls. Italian guys. But Italian girls. And just all around good vibes. Thick accents. People from Peru. Spain. Ended up giving out a lot of business cards. And Allie ended up bringing, I believe it's called poi, light up balls on strings. And you twirl them almost like juggling sticks. She's very good at it, and of course the people at the party absolutely loved it, so everyone was trying the poise, and I even tried a little bit, but I'm more of a guitar guy. So about an hour and a half in, I go outside, I've got my wine, Allie's making a phone call, and a girl comes up to me and says, "Do you know anyone from this party?" And I'm like, okay, here we go. And I said, no, someone invited us from the window. And she turned to me and said, "This is out of no disrespect, but you should probably leave. Because this is a friends of friends party for someone's birthday." And I said, "I'm sorry, we didn't know. You have very nice wine, but we didn't know." So I end up going up there. Well, first I told Allie, and she definitely wanted to leave. So I went up there, dropped off the wine glass, and I was talking to another girl up there, and the girl said, who told you guys to leave?" And I said, "It was a blonde with blue jeans or something." And she says, she's bluffing. "I know the owner of this apartment. And yeah, it's someone's birthday, but that's not why we're having the party. It's a housewarming, and there are people that don't know each other here." So I said, "What should I do?" And she said, "You should definitely stay." However, Allie was not too keen of the idea. So, to make her comfortable, we both left. Her boyfriend ended up coming along for the trip. He was visiting his father in the city. We met up with him later that night. We tell him the story, and he turns to Allie, and he says, "Why the heck did you guys leave? She told you to stay." So he's like, where is it? I want to go back and see. So we go back, and the rave music door's closed. It's like 11 o'clock at night. And we're like, no way, there's no way. However, we ended up going into a bar. Of course, I still had the guitar in my bag. And, the night was winding down. We were about to go home in an hour. And the bartender, he turns to me and he says, I will turn off the music in the bar if you play something. So, I was like, okay. So I pulled up a stool, and I think I played You May Be Right by Billy Joel. You may be right. And this guy and this couple at the bar were talking and, of course, congratulating, and I ended up doing a lot of songs that night. Allie and her boyfriend were just, having a drink and just kind of there. And I just recently started, wanting to gig and be serious with music. So I don't turn down an opportunity to play, especially in New York. And I had a blast. The guy ended up buying me a beer. I don't remember what kind it was. But it was very fun. And I wrapped up. And, that was pretty much it. The ride home was long. We ended up driving back. Nico brought his car in, so we didn't have to take the train back. However, I'm still recuperating and trying to get back the hours of sleep that I lost. But the purpose of the trip was to get the lines done. And I did. I looked back on the laptop the next morning, and everything was done. So I was very happy. But now I think it's time to take it a little easy. Not good timing to take it easy. July 4th is next week. So, if I don't make a video by then happy Independence Day to anyone who's in the United States. I know different countries have their different celebrations of actually one. I remember hearing an Independence Day being celebrated in a specific country on a different day. If you couldn't tell, I wasn't very good in history class. But I think that's gonna do it for this video. So, next time, I would love to hear about your weekend. I figured I would just tell you a little bit about my experience in New York, so that maybe you'd be interested in going for yourself. Definitely book your This is a